Welcome to the Millikan High School Library. Let's go inside. Welcome to a video tour of the Millikan Library. I'm Mr. Hobush and I'm here to help you. This is our front lobby area, which includes the front desk and the circulation area. In front of us right now is the reference desk, and you can see our library computers in the background. Now when you're in this area, make sure to stop by and pick up one of our brochures. We have brochures on what to read next, a handy subject guide to the Dewey Decimal System, and how to find a book using the World Catalog, as well as additional brochures on a variety of topics. You might even want to pick up a copy of our school newspaper or a copy of our district school news, which we receive periodically. There's also a pencil machine. Pencils cost 25 cents and profits benefit the library. Security gates are over here, and the Millikan power standards are here and on the walls above the reference collection. Here are our computers. We have 2 bays. This computer bay is the newest bay. If you need a printed copy, raise your hand and I will retrieve that copy from this room. Each printed copy costs 10 cents. Study carrels are available if you would like a quiet place to read or do your work. In the center of the library, you can find encyclopedias, dictionaries, as well as other quick reference books. We're now going over to the fiction books, and I just want to point out something, that fiction books are organized by the author's last name. You'll notice that it'll say FIC. FIC stands for fiction, and the next 3 letters are the first 3 letters of the author's last name, and that's how these books are organized. You'll also notice that there are other numbers on here too. These are reading counts labels, and if you know anything about reading counts, these numbers will mean something to you. Grade level, how many points they're worth. In addition to the description that I just gave you about the nonfiction books, there are also some purple labels that have been added. These labels make it much easier to find books. And we've also added genre and subject labels to almost every fiction book in the library, which does make it much easier to find things, especially if you're in a rush and you need to find something quickly. I'm now going to take you on a brief tour of the nonfiction collection. Here are 2 computers specifically dedicated to the automated catalog. Remember that the automated catalog allows you to find books electronically. I'll talk about that again later in this video. As we travel toward the north wall of the library, you will notice an emergency exit and fire extinguisher. It's important to note that an alarm will sound as soon as the door opens. The Dewey Decimal System groups books numerically by subject. Dewey number signage is located on the ends of each bookcase as well as at the tops of the bookcases. These Dewey Decimal number ranges assist our student patrons in locating their books quickly and easily. We are now headed toward the biography and graphic novel sections. As we turn the corner, you will notice the magazine area. Tables and upholstered chairs are provided for your comfort. Please feel free to relax and enjoy this area with a quiet read from one of your favorite magazines. The nonfiction books are organized by the Dewey Decimal System, which groups books by topic, dividing them into 10 basic categories. Here's a closer look at the nonfiction area. You can see how the books are organized in numerical order. There are alphabet letters in addition, which further organize the books. There are several ways to find a book. Genre labels can be helpful. If you know the author's last name, look for the first 3 letters of the author's last name. And don't forget about the automated catalog. Or you can ask the librarian. Sure, what kind of book would you like? This is the proper way to check out a library book. Come to the circulation counter. The library clerk will ask you for your library card. Your library card is your student ID. The clerk will check to see if the photo ID belongs to you and then scan the barcode on your student ID. This will tell the clerk if you have any overdue library books or fines. This student does not have any fines, so he may check out this book as well as a second book for a period of 3 weeks. The clerk will stamp a date due card with the date that the book should be returned or renewed. This card goes in the pocket of the front of the book. The clerk next demagnetizes the book so that the book won't set off the security gates, and the student goes on his way.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to return my library book.
Calm down. How bad could it be?
My book is now 101 days overdue.
And you're worrying about it just now?
Yeah, I don't want to end up going $1 million or something.
You are completely overreacting. The most you can owe on any one book is $10.
But I had 2 books checked out.
So, you would only owe $20 total.
But I think I also lost them.
Then you owe $20 plus replacement costs for both books.
Scream, 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 scream.
I hate it when you scream. Just remember next time that you will be charged 10 cents a day for every day you are late returning your library books.
I know it tops out at $10, but that doesn't make me feel any better. Scream, 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 scream.
Both unscheduled and scheduled students are required to sign in when visiting the library. If your teacher sends you to the library, be sure to bring a pass with you. You will need it to gain admittance. Defacing library property can cost you with both replacement costs and time in your administrator's office explaining your actions. Let's keep your school library looking neat and clean. Leaving trash on the ground could earn you a demerit, and it's not fair to have others pick up after you. Remember, you're in high school now. If you take a book from the library shelves and don't know how to put it back in the right place, you can return it to the book cart and one of our clerks will return it for you. To log on to the new computers, press Ctrl-Alt-Delete. This will give you your logon screen. Next, enter your 9-digit student ID number and 6-digit birth date. For the new computers, you will not need .student. When finished, press enter. It might take a moment or so be patient. To access the Destiny catalog, find the Destiny card catalog icon on your desktop. Click on it, and then what you're going to do is select the catalog tab. To log on to the old computers, you're first going to type in your username, which is your student ID number, followed by .student, and then your password, which is your 6-digit birth date. Once all the icons load, go to the Destiny Card Catalog icon to get to our library catalog. Click on it, and this is what you're going to get. There is a catalog tab if it doesn't quite open up, and I'm going to move my cursor over to the catalog tab, and that's where you'll need to click. Now I'm going to put my cursor into the find box and type in RAM, RAM, and see what I get. Okay, we can see a variety of resources. I see a book on the St. Louis Rams, and right now I'm going to try to take my cursor and put it over that call number. Here we go. The call number for that is 796. And if I move my cursor all the way over across the screen, I'll see that there's 1 of 1 available. If it had said 0 of 1, it would have meant that the book was already checked out. If you need computer assistance, raise your hand and Mr. Hobush will assist you. Remember to keep the volume level of your voice down to an acceptable level. Your neighbors won't appreciate your noisiness.
Hey, babe, you got a pencil?
Playing video games at the computer is obviously not allowed, since it is bothersome for students who are trying to get their work done. And it's not fair to students who need to use the computers to work on their assignments. While you are working at the computers, one of the rules that you should always observe is not to eat at the computers. The computers are very delicate, and it is also annoying to students who are trying to concentrate on their work. We end up with insects, and it's obviously not a good thing. You may even be given a demerit slip and be asked to leave. A better solution is to finish your lunch before you arrive to the library. That way you can enjoy your lunch and spend some time with friends. It's also not a good idea to have a drink at your computer since it can spill into the front and back of the computer. Lastly, you really shouldn't be listening to music because, even with headphones, it's really disturbing to your neighbors who need a quiet place to concentrate. There's a sign at the front door of the library that lists our hours of operation. We are open from 7:15 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Monday through Thursday. On Friday, we close at 3 p.m. We are open before school, at nutrition, during lunch, and after school. If you want to visit the library during class time, you will need a pass from your teacher. We are also open for unscheduled students who would like to visit.